Hello, LEGO fans, and welcome in to a brand new episode of the Brick Hour podcast. I am JJ, otherwise known as Langston Builds,
I'm Cameron, others known as Cameron Studios.
and this is a very special presentation, special feature, whatever we call it. I always forget the official name. But we are here tonight because the Pokemon Smart Play sets were all officially revealed today.
Gotta fix this then.
Switching the hats, there we go. And dare I say these are actually good.
And dare I say, I am questioning your saying.
I think these are great.
I am not sold.
Let's get into this. Let's just jump right in. I'm not going to waste any more time. Here is Lego.com. Here are the sets. And right off the bat, so, I mean, obviously the other 18 plus stuff are down here. We're ignoring all that crap right now. So they added a whole slew of new products today.
Yes, they did.
Now, only two of the sets are now, as they're branding them, Smart Play all-in-one.
Okay.
Which means these sets come with bricks and chargers.
You just know they did this after the backlash that they got for some of those Star Wars sets where, like, we heard stories from our local Lego store where somebody came up saying, does this come with the Smart Brick? And they would have to tell them no. All right, then I'm not buying it. And he puts it back. So it wasn't specific enough to say which one had the Smart Brick, which one didn't. So good move on Lego's part. I'll give them that. So
all of these sets are Smart Play. Two of them, like I said, these two here are have the Smart Bricks included. The Training House with Pikachu includes one brick, and then the Smart Play Charizard versus Jolteon Ultimate Battle includes two Smart Bricks. On top of that, we also have the Mewtwo Lab Breakout. We have the Umbreon versus Garchomp Championship Battle. We have the Berry Bash with Bulbasaur and Bidoof. We have Eevee and Lapra's Treasure Hunt. We have the Cubone and Gengar Spooky Showdown. We have Charmander and Geodude's Cavern Clash. We have Drone Search for the Mythical Mew. We have the Trainer's Buggy Adventure with Squirtle. We have Jigglypuff Concert. We have the Sprigatito, Fuko, and
it's Sprigatito.
Yep, Sprigatito, Fueco, and Quaxley, which I'm guessing these are the most recent or some recent.
They're one of the more recent gens.
Yeah, starters. And that's everything for Smart Play. A lot of sets. These are all in pre-order currently. And I'm going to take a look at the Pikachu one first. Yeah, August 1st, these drop. I'm saying it right now. These are fantastic. I love these. Absolutely love them.
What is wrong with you?
Here is my reason. Okay.
I'm really curious.
First of all, I am 100% buying this Bulbasaur and this Charmander one. Absolutely. Because the Bulbasaur, the Charmander, and the Geodude are amazing. And they're $20 a piece. All of the sets that do not include Smart Bricks themselves are priced phenomenally. And they're also very inexpensive for very good-looking, small-scale, buildable Pokemon. This is what I wanted when this dropped. Like, I was A-okay with the 18 plus, but like, this is what I was like, yeah, give me this. And this is like, oh, I'm so happy. This looks awesome. Why do you not like them? Explain.
Okay. So we've talked about Pokemon before, and I've stated that I dabble a little outside of Lego and got to Mega Constructs of the Pokemon.
Yes.
Yes, the build techniques were questionable just because like the clutch power isn't as good as Lego's. But beside the point, they did specifically molded parts for different Pokemons to actually make them look like the Pokemon. Now, I understand Lego doesn't want to invest in that. I wouldn't either. I'm surprised Mega did that. But a lot of these Pokemon look way too cubish in my mind. Like, I understand it's Lego, and like Lego bricks, the original definition of Lego was like a 2x4 brick. These all look too cubish. And like, look at that Jigglypuff. The eyes look so far apart. It looks like a fish. The Jigglypuff doesn't look right.
Yeah,
Jigglypuff is terrifying.
Jigglypuff's eyes are like going like that.
That's what I'm saying. And like,
but you know what though? I don't care. It's fun. And
I
like, you know what I mean?
you don't care, but like as a Pokemon fan growing up, like I watched all the shows, I played all the games. Like I played Fire Red, Emerald Green, I played Pearl, I played Black and White, I played Platinum, I played Pokemon Go. Like I grew up on Pokemon, and I know what they look like. And knowing the pieces that Lego has in their toolbox, they could have made them look less cubish. They could have easily made them look more round. Like look at the Pokeballs; they are a curved cube. They're not a sphere like they Lego could have easily built. Like all the
Yeah.
Pokeballs don't look right. If you scroll back up, like Bulbasaur looks almost like a cube. I mean,
I love Bulbasaur. That is my
the
favorite
bulb on his
one of
back
all of
looks
these.
good. His face is a cube. Charmander, it's like that curved cube. Gengar does not look right.
Gengar looks like a giant brick with arms.
The only ones that look all right with me are honestly Charizard, and that's behind a $120 paywall. Mewtwo looks halfway decent, except he's got a cubish head too. And then, honestly, Lapras looks the best out of all of them. I will give it that. Lapras looks the best out of all of them.
Yeah, Lapras looks awesome.
Lapras looks fantastic, but like they didn't do the cubish head. They did specific curves to make Lapras look right. And that in the Cubone, I forgot about Cubone. Cubone looks fantastic. Gengar looks like crap.
Geodude is also perfection.
No, Geodude is a sphere rock, not a curved cube rock.
I think Geodude is one of the better ones. I'm dead serious.
Like 90% of these Pokemon are cubed, and that does not look right to me. I'm down for this concept. I just accept the fact that we're not going to get away from smart play at least for another year or two. I hate that these are going to be behind. Like I want Charizard. I'm not paying $650 for that Charizard.
No,
I really don't want to pay $120 for this Charizard because like outside of Lapras and Cubone, the rest of them look questionable to me. Mewtwo, I might get Mewtwo just because it brings me back to Pokemon, the first movie.
Oh, so shout out Childhood Bricks, who literally designed a card that looked almost exactly like this.
And I saw that he said he's debating putting his Mewtwo in that card.
He totally should.
But
he totally should.
This is where I'm torn because I'm both a fan of Lego, but I also am an accounting person. Accounting is my job, so I can understand the business side of it. I understand they can't give every single set Smart Brick, and it is smart to put the most expensive set, this one, you need to buy this one or the Pikachu one to make all the other ones have the Smart Play feature.
Yeah.
Business-wise, that is incredibly smart. But this is not affordable to a lot of families to pay $120 on top of whatever other set they get. So like say that you want to get Bulbasaur versus Bidoof, it's not $20. It's going to be $140 plus tax. You need to get this set.
So here's one of the things I want to bring attention to right now. And this is a huge deal.
Okay.
The Star Wars sets did not have this, but these ones do. Notice in this picture right here, the smart bricks go into the Pokemon. They're built into them. However, you can see Jolteon has pieces built on top of the brick, right? So it's concealed a little bit. Charizard, same thing. Like you can see there's a little bit of yellow there. It works.
Right.
You see this? They just insert right there. But when you scroll down more and you look at some of these pictures, there's no smart bricks installed. They're giving us parts to be able to fill in where the smart bricks would go. So
they should.
So unlike the god-awful hot trash Star Wars ones where your X-Wing had a frigging gap behind the cockpit going into the back, these don't have that problem. So if you don't want the smart bricks, you don't have to have them in there, and it won't detract from the look of the model at all. This one probably isn't a good example. I mean, it's $120, 751 pieces. The Charizard looks great. Jolteon looks good. You got a little battle thing from like an arena there. That right there is what's causing most of your price to go up. But it is. But like, let's look at this here. Like, perfect example. Bulbasaur and Bidoof. This is $20. $20. 240 pieces. This is priced perfectly. 2 Pokemon, a little bit of scenery in the back. There's an option for smart play, but if you don't want it, like, look at this right here. You can swap the smart bricks in. They give you parts to swap them in and out. So if you don't want them in there, you don't have to have them in there. So
they're wanting you to put Bulbasaur over the smart brick.
Yes,
face over the smart brick.
Yes.
So are you saying that there's pieces behind Bulbasaur's head right now? If
there is.
The smart brick?
See, look, there's blue and there's brown. There are parts in there to allow you to remove them and then put the smart brick in place if you want to use the feature, but you don't have to. So the ones without the smart bricks, I love them because they're perfect little just buildable Pokemon. Like, realistically speaking, I understand that there's diehard Pokemon fans out there that are losing their minds and they hate how these look. But I look at this and go, you know what? These are for kids. And
they're for kids. They're so expensive.
Great. Not all of them.
If the whole
$20, $20, $15,
yeah,
$30.
You get them and then it defeats the whole purpose of Smart Play. Say you do buy the Bulbasaur and Bidoof. They're gonna play, but they're not gonna make any sounds, and it defeats the whole purpose of Smart Play. What's gonna happen? These will sell better than the Star Wars sets because, like you said, they do conceal the Smart Brick better. They can do it without the Smart Brick, but they won't be bought for Smart Play. So then why even have them be in Smart Play first? That's what I'm saying. Lego's contradicting themselves.
Sure, they are. But I look at this and go, unlike the Star Wars ones that were like Smart Play compatible, that looked atrocious without the Smart Play, without the Smart Bricks in them, and they looked just as bad with them in it. These ones, they're compatible, which is like the option is there if you want it, but not having the brick does not take away from like the Darth Vader, the TIE Advanced. If you don't have the smart brick in the back, it's a huge hole.
It is.
Like, why? Like, what? No. With this, I could buy the Charmander and Geodude set and not have to worry about having a smart brick because the set looks good on its own without it. Like, again, like right here. There's parts that you can swap out if you want to put the smart brick in there. You can put that in there, but if not, you don't have to. I think Geodude looks phenomenal.
That's where you and I are definitely differing because the Pokemon could have looked a lot better.
Sure.
To me.
Yes.
They could have looked a lot better. And if they didn't all have cubish heads outside of like Lapras and Cubone,
look at Lapras,
I would be more on board. Not only is Lego contradicting themselves by making it where you don't
by the way,
cubed head. It's a cubed head that's throwing me. Lapras is perfect.
Lapras is perfect.
If Lapras was your sole argument and like there was no other sets, I'm there with you. I agree with you because the shape of Lapras was not sacrificed to fit in the smart brick, where it seems like with all the other ones it was. And my issue is, I agree with you 100%. Star Wars was crap. That if you take the smart brick out, it's an empty hole. These ones, I give you credit that they are trying to make it where you don't need the smart brick, but then that ends up defeating the whole purpose of it. What's going to end up happening, mark my words, all of these Pokemon sets will sell, some definitely better than others. Like Bulbasaur will sell because it's only $20.
I'm going to buy Bulbasaur.
But then you're going to see the Pikachu and the Charizard Jolteon not sell well at all. All the other ones are going to have high sales. Those two with the smart brick are not going to sell well at all. Pikachu will probably end up selling better because it's cheaper and it's Pikachu. I'm surprised they did Jolteon and Charizard. I would have imagined if they wanted that set to sell with the smart brick, because Pikachu's iconic. He's a symbol of Pokemon.
Let's look at Pikachu.
Charizard is like second up there with Pokemon, honestly, for most iconic Pokemon. I would have put Charizard with another Pokemon to try and get that to sell better, because there's going to be somebody that really wants Charizard and not want to pay $650. They're going to struggle paying $120 for him and Jolteon of all Pokemon.
Let's also be real. This Pikachu looks 1,000 times better than the other one.
It's the cubed head, though. Like, that doesn't
it doesn't bother me at all. Look! And he's even got parts to make it so the brick doesn't, like... My biggest issue with the smart play sets from before was, besides they're stupid, was...
extremely stupid.
They were overpriced, very overpriced. They were all big sets, a lot of them. And without the smart play bricks included in the builds, they were ridiculous and dumb and made no sense. With these, I look at this and go, outside of the Pikachu and the Charizard one, all of these look as though they could be Lego sets on their own, and you would not be able to tell that Smart Play was in any way a factor without that Smart Play compatible thing right there in the corner.
Which then defeats their whole purpose. And honestly,
I don't think so.
They're meant to be Smart Play sets, and they're hiding the fact that Smart Play. But in all honesty, the Lego better hope that nobody notices that they're Smart Play, because they sound horrible.
They do sound bad.
That they gave with them, they could have at least given the first sound that they had in the first game with the original yellow and red. They all sound horrible. They could have given their original sounds. They all sound horrible. They don't sound like any of their Pokemon.
Fantastic.
Cubone looks good.
Cubone looks great.
Cubone and Lapras are the only ones. The squareness of them just don't work.
Like, look at that. You can't even tell there's a brick inside Gengar.
You will.
They concealed them so well for these.
They will when they start lighting up.
But there's no different than a toy that lights up.
This is my issue with the Pokemon ones. And one of the main issues we had with Star Wars, all their sounds are horrible. Darth Vader did not sound like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And all the Luke and Leia, all their sounds were horrible. And our big issue is they spent 10 years perfecting this smart brick, right?
Yeah.
Smart Play. And these are the sounds we get.
Dude,
they all sound horrible. I wish we had some examples to play. Because I know there's a bunch on YouTube, and I don't want to go on someone else's channel. They all don't sound like the Pokemon. I guarantee you ask any Pokemon fans who played the games, if you had them close their eyes and you played different sounds, they would be able to recognize which Pokemon's which.
They should have done. Possible. They should have used the 8-bit sound effects from the original DS games.
That would have been perfect. If they did that, I would not be as mad. I was already mad because this is Smart Play to begin with, and I know they're using Pokemon to try and sell Smart Play to make Smart Play seem better than it really is, because it sucks. Good. But they're going to sound horrible, and no one's going to want to pay either 120 additional, or how much is the Pikachu? 70?
70 epic. First of all, Garchomp looks absolutely incredible.
He looks better. He's definitely third.
Lapras
is first. Cubone second. Okay, so either set. So here's the issue. You need to buy the Charizard Jolteon to have Pokemon battle. You buy this Pikachu set, it's not enough. He'll make the sound, but the whole point of Pokemon is to battle each other. So you need to buy the Charizard Jolteon set to have the Pokemon battle each other.
But here's the thing:
no one's going to want to pay 120 additionally. Say you wanted Gengar and Cubone to battle. That's not $90. That's $210 plus tax.
You know what? But you know how I look at it with these ones? Oh, great! There's no Smart Play compatible. But now all the people complaining that they're whatever, they look ugly without the smart bricks. You don't need them. These, in my eyes, are just Pokemon sets, and they have the option to have Smart Play integrated should you want it. It is not a integral feature of the set itself. Like the Star Wars ones, the biggest problem in my eyes, a lot of them was you needed the brick there for anything in those sets to make any lick of sense.
I will give you that.
These you don't need them to be fun on their own.
I give you that.
If you have the bricks, you can include them, you can incorporate them in without it being detrimental to the set.
I totally give you that 100%. Star Wars without the smart plays, they're even worse than they're with the smart plays. Yes. Here, they could have been.
Looks great.
No.
Here, what do you mean, no?
It looks horrible. The cubed shape does not work for Pokemon. He is a turtle with a circle head and a circle shell, not a cubed shell.
But here's the thing. Lego is inherently rectangular.
Yes, I understand that. But then you look at Lapras and it's not.
I understand that. I think one of my big, first of all, Mewtwo looks unreal. Yes, the arms are that way, but just switch the orientation of how the Technic bars are in there and it's fine. This Mewtwo set could legitimately be a set on its own with if you showed somebody that picture, they have no clue Smart Play is incorporated in that.
And I'm not disputing. I said that was a smart move on Lego's part because there were people buying sets and upset that they needed a smart brick to play with them. And yes, these don't need the smart bricks to play with them, but If Lego's trying to bring, what's going to happen is they're trying to bring in Pokemon fans and they're trying to bring in Lego fans. There's going to be Lego fans that aren't going to want it because it's smart play. They're going to avoid it. And there's going to be Pokemon fans that are going to look at these and like, these look somewhat like the Pokemon, but not really. Like, that's scary. That's not awful.
Yo. But it's $15. It's $15. Like, I'm not gonna hate on this. It's $15. It's a Lego version of Jigglypuff. If people were expecting Lego to do what Mega did, which
I'm not
practically, no, I'm not talking about you. There's people out there that were like, Mega did it better. Sure, the Mega sets looked better because Mega went out of their way to specially mold pieces that were used specifically for the certain Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, this is a Lego interpretation of the Pokemon. These are designed with children in mind. And yes, so were the Star Wars ones.
Can we go back to these Jigglypuff for a sec? Those ears look like new pieces.
They might be. Oh no, they're just it's just a tile with a plate.
Is it a
might
shield?
Be new.
Is it a shield?
No, it's a I mean it looks like a shield piece. Oh god, look, it's even worse. You have to pull her whole face off. And then when you do that, it's just a gap. Like that's the worst one. But even still, for a kid that's just like, I want a Lego Jigglypuff, that's $15. Boom, done. Problem solved.
You know what I mean? I get where you're coming from, and I'm not saying, I'm glad you pointed that. I'm not saying that they should be like Mega Constructs. My issue is, if this was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I'd understand them looking blocky because Lego didn't have as many curved pieces back then.
Yeah.
But in 2026, a lot of these Pokemon could have been like Lapras, Cubone, and Garchomp. Gengar should not look like a cube. Bulbasaur's face is not a cube; it's more of an oval. Charmander's more of an oval. They had the capability to make them look more than just curved cube.
I get that. I get that. I'm more just along the lines of I get that, but this way, it allows them to. First of all, let's put it this way. If that was the case, you'd have to make a different head, like a head plate shape, because these are all prints. None of these are stickers. These are all prints. So you would have had to either make the faces multiple pieces with multiple prints, or you use just the one smooth surface with the print, and that's the end of it. I think these are perfect. I think these are perfect builds.
You can't say perfect because you agree with me that they could have looked more like the Pokemon, like.
Sure, but it's a Lego interpretation of it.
Charmander looks better than Bulbasaur and Squirrel because if you look at Charmander, his mouth is out a little bit, so it at least represents the fact that like he has his face, then his snout comes out a little bit. So that looks better. But I understand like what you're saying. What sucks is no, I'm not saying these should be perfect because no set can be perfect outside of some of our favorite ones of all time, like the Disney Castle is perfect, but that's beside the point. With Pokemon, they're going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place because they had to try and fit in the smart play, which a lot of these have the smart play hidden well. I'll give you that. I give you that 100%.
They're hidden.
They made it where they're hidden, and they made it where they can stand on their own.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are not going to buy. They're not going to buy the smart play bricks to make them battle. They're not going to think it's worth it because one, we already know the issues with smart play that they only last 45 minutes of continuous play, and they take 2 hours to charge. So no one's going to want to pay an additional $120. That's what's going to happen. All the battle sets, the duo sets, you need to buy the Charizard Jolteon set. No one's going to want to pay an additional $120 to get the 2 bricks. But then I would like to say that they sacrificed one thing for something else, but like they sacrificed the shaping of the Pokemon. They could have. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but like that's how I feel like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's frustrating to see Lapras, Garchomp, and Cubone look fantastic to me, and then see a cube of Gengar look horrible, and especially with Cubone in the same set. Eevee looks all right, but like you said, I understand that like Bulbasaur, Bidoof, Squirtle, Eevee all have like that one piece.
I want this so bad.
That one piece, is that a new piece?
For the face, I'm pretty sure.
If that's a new piece, It was smart in their book to have a new piece specifically for Pokemon, specifically to print the face. That is a smart move to save time and money. But you just know, like, we have all these fans that are like, "Oh, you did dual molded legs, just continue doing dual molded legs." But like, they cut corners. Like they cut corners. I would have been fine if they cut the corner on the face, but then make the rest of the body look good. It's just it's frustrating to see Lapras, Cubone, and Garchomp look halfway decent. They have all the other ones looks cubish.
Dude, Bulbasaur looks. I love Bulbasaur. He looks so fun. I love Geodude. Eevee, like look at Eevee. Eevee looks great.
It's the
I love
face.
these. These are awesome. This is going to single-handedly save Smart Play.
No.
Yes, it is. Oh, absolutely.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
Yes, it will. You know why? Because this is $20. This is $20. This is $30. You can get the 3 starter Pokemon from the OG game for $70. And on top of that, you also get Bidoof and Geodude at the same time. So you have 5 Pokemon. Though,
it won't save Smart Play because the 3 sets you just named don't have the Smart Bricks. They are so well hidden that you don't know that they're not. That's the thing. But that is the thing, though. If these are meant to be Smart Play sets, they should have the Smart Bricks. I understand that all of them would be super expensive if they all had the bricks. Lego's telling you need to buy 2 of the most expensive sets to be able to have these guys battle. So like, what's the ones that sell well don't have the Smart Bricks. It defeats the whole purpose of Smart Play. This is not going to save Smart Play. It's going to actually further prove why Smart Play is a waste. Because no one's going to buy the Charizard Jolteon set or the Pikachu set to make all the other Pokemon have Smart Play in them. No one's going to buy those. All the others will sell well. I think you're right on that. Yeah. No one's going to buy the actual Smart Play sets.
I think these 2 will still sell. No, just because of Charizard and Pikachu. Absolutely.
No one's going to pay $70 for a small Pikachu or $120 for...
A little kid's going to want a Pikachu.
But what parent's going to pay for it?
One that doesn't want to spend $200 on the big billable one.
No one was buying that to begin with. They're not going to buy that. They're not
sold out. What do you mean?
But here's the thing: they're going to buy Pikachu. Say you buy Pikachu and then you buy Bulbasaur and Bidoof. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to move it through all 3 Pokemon to make each one talk by itself. At least with the Charizard, there's 2 Smart Bricks, but no one wants to pay $120. Like, say you want Cubone and Gengar to battle. Mm-hmm. You're paying $210 to make that happen. It's not going to save Smart Play. If the sets with the Smart Bricks were going to sell well, I would say maybe. Mm-hmm. But the fact that no one's going to want to pay $120 on top of all the other sets, like if you want Bulbasaur, Bidoof, Geodude, Charmander, and Squirtle, like you said, that is what, $70?
Yeah.
That's going to be $70 plus either $120 to get Jolteon and Charizard to have multiple ones talk, or you pay an additional $70 to make one of them talk at a time.
Or if you're a little kid and like we've seen before, they just chucked aside the Smart Play bricks because they didn't care. You just want these and go, look at the Pokemon, I want them. And that's
that's not going to save Smart Play.
Because this is on the box, it's not going to matter.
It's not going to save Smart Play because if those ones sell, that further proves the point that the Smart Bricks aren't needed.
But Lego's not going to care. They're going to be like,
and they're going to keep wasting money. They're going to
Smart Play compatible sets sold, so people must be wanting them.
Yeah, but then they'll see the compatible one sold, but the Smart Play all-in-one did not sell. They're like, they would rather have the sets without the Smart Play. Like, if it was two compatible sold for every one all-in-one, maybe. What's going to happen? You're going to get 10 compatible sold for every one all-in-one, if that. And like, the math ain't mathing. That's not going to save Smart Play.
I don't know, man. I think just these as Lego sets on their own, I'm all about them. I think they're fun.
Some of them look good. I will like Mewtwo looks
good.
I
want Bulbasaur so bad, it's not even funny.
Great.
And I was a Charmander main when I played that game. I want Bulbasaur so I love that build.
Great. By buying them,
I want them on my desk.
Prove the point. You buy them and you please buy them, honestly, because then that will kill Smart Play. That will kill Smart Play. I think Smart Play was a big waste.
I think
it's going to kill it because it doesn't. It would prove it if people were buying the Smart Play all-in-one sets. No one's going to buy them.
Here's why it's going to save it. Because all Lego's going to have to say is the smart play sets sold. We'll know it's these, but they'll be able to justify making more sets with the brick because all of these compatible ones are going to sell so much better.
Those other ones are
because they're
gonna
cheap.
Sell. They're not going to sell.
I think these are a certified hit.
That they spent 10 years and I don't know how much on these smart plays for them to do what they do. If I go back to the sound of them, if they sounded like the original Pokemon from like the first Game Boy, if they 8-bit sounds,
yeah,
I'd be more for it.
The
fact that they still sound like crap, no one's going to want to spend the money to buy the extra all-in-one sets.
They needed to have these be the first ones that came out, not the Star Wars ones. I think Smart Play would have been received so much better had they just done the Pokemon ones first.
Putting it in Star Wars was definitely a mistake, even if it was second. If Pokemon was first, then Star Wars,
I think
Star Wars kills it either way, honestly.
I think what happened was they looked at both and went, which one is probably going to do better? Pokemon was determined. So they put Star Wars out first just to get it out of the way. And now, because here's the thing, I think these are going to sell really well. And I think if they had done Star Wars second, it would have killed Smart Play because everybody would be like, you know what, these are fine. They're cool for what they are. Okay. I think the fact we started with Star Wars, it was just community suicide, and you're throwing these out there and destroying everything. But in this case, it's like, no, now you're showing that you can actually integrate the smart bricks into sets well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They hit it so well. Like you said, you're going to buy the Bulbasaur. Are you going to buy...
I want him so bad.
Hold on. You're going to buy this set.
Yes.
Are you going to buy the Charizard, Jolteon, or the Pikachu?
No. Don't care. I just want him.
Then it defeats the whole purpose of Smart Play. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
Sure, it does.
It's not, and they're going to end... This is the year of Smart Play, and I guarantee you, here's what's going to happen. Mark my words. Some of these will sell well to begin with August 1st, and then they're all going to become shelf warmers. The ones that will sell well are the ones that were delayed for whatever reason. The Rayquaza that's rumored, the giant Pokeball that's rumored.
Yeah, but those are 18 plus.
That's what I'm saying.
Rayquaza going to look sick, but
those are going to be what people want from Pokemon. These, yes, they're for kids. These are 100% for kids.
They're fun play toys.
That's what they would be if they didn't have to have involved Smart Play. I wouldn't be as mad at these if they weren't Smart Play.
Certified home run right here. Certified
a single, home run. Maybe a double at best.
Look how good Cubone looks.
You don't have to sell me on Cubone, Lapras, or Garchomp. The other ones suck. They don't look good.
I think these are awesome. I feel like I'm in the minority because I saw these and I'm like, yo, these are cool.
100%.
I like these are cool.
Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to have the Pokemon fans that aren't going to like the shaping of them, and they're going to constantly throw Jigglypuff in your face. Jigglypuff and Gengar in your face.
Fine. But you know what? For every Jigglypuff and Gengar, I get a Geodude, I get a Bulbasaur.
But Geodude doesn't even look good.
Geodude looks great. What are you talking about? Mew looks solid. Mewtwo looks great. Charizard looks great.
You're definitely in the minority because you're going to have the Pokemon fans that think they don't look good. You're going to have the Lego fans be like, but there's other parts that they could have used instead.
Whatever. I'll be in the minority then.
They're not going to sell well.
I will enjoy these.
They're not going to sell well.
I can't wait for August 1st when everybody and their dog is in line to buy these.
Not going to happen.
I'm going to interview people online. All right. Well, we've done enough yelling back and forth at each other for this one. So thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of Smart Play Pokemon. Make sure
listen to the sounds.
Sure. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when all brand new episodes of the pod go live. Thank you to our channel members. D-Glaze, almost another guy. D-Glaze, Ben Northway 336, and Oliver Ames. You guys are awesome. We always thank you for your support. Also, keep an eye out for Let's Play. Those episodes are still coming out. We're having so much fun playing Lego
Yes,
Batman.
we are.
That game is an
And
absolute blast.
we've been able to talk about it a little bit in our Discord. Please join our Discord. It's
Yes,
a
join the
lot of
Discord.
fun. We've had a couple of streams together where we all were able to get into a voice chat, interact with each other.
It's been great.
We've been having some fun in the Discord. Please join. It's a lot of fun.
Obviously, we're gonna try our best to have as much fun as we can the next few weeks with all of the negativity going on in the community surrounding all the drama happening. We're gonna have fun. So
and stay tuned for our Brickworld vlog. Brickworld is coming up, and we are really excited to be going
very soon.
So stay tuned for potential live episodes and our vlog of all of Brickworld week.
Yeah,
lots to look forward to over the next couple of weeks.
Great stuff. You can find us on Instagram at the Brick Hour Pod. You can find me on Instagram at Langster Builds.
You can find me at Cameron Studios _.
We will see everybody in the next episode. Have a great night. Maybe building.